One pan, 30 minutes and endless deliciousness. Let's make a mouth-watering spaghetti and meatballs dinner that ensures cleanup is a breeze and makes your taste buds happy. Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to our kitchen, where we show you how to make delicious, family-friendly recipes. Now, what are we looking for a weeknight dinner? We want something quick, something easy, something that the whole family will enjoy, and something where cleanup is super easy. And this spaghetti and meatballs ticks all those boxes. So let's get cooking. First of all, add 500 grams of minced beef to a bowl, along with a large chopped onion and an egg. Next in goes 3 tablespoons of grated parmesan, 3 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs, and 1/4 teaspoon each of salt and black pepper. Then mix everything together with your hands until thoroughly combined. Now I'm going to make this mixture into 16 meatballs, which should be about walnut size, so not too big, and therefore they should cook quite quickly. So roll up the meatballs with your hands and place them on a tray lined with some baking parchment. Okay, so that made more like 20, but you want to keep them quite small so they cook quite quickly. So don't worry if you get a few more. Right, now we're going to start frying up those meatballs, so I'm going to wash my hands and then we'll get them on frying. Now heat a large frying pan or a cast iron pan over a medium to high heat. We're going to add in a tablespoon of oil plus a tablespoon of unsalted butter. Once that butter's melted, then we'll add in those meatballs. So we're going to cook these meatballs for about 5 to 6 minutes, turning about 2 or 3 times until they're nice and golden brown all over, and then we'll start adding in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so once they're nice and browned, we're going to move them over to one side of the pan. Now they won't be fully cooked at this point, but that's okay. They'll carry on cooking with the rest of the ingredients. And in that space that's left, we're going to start adding the vegetables. So into that space goes the onion that we chopped earlier, along with 2 celery sticks that have also been finely chopped. We're also adding in 2 cloves of minced garlic and 1/4 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Now cook that together for about 3 to 4 minutes until the onions start to soften. Once those onions are lovely and soft, add in a 400 gram or 14 ounce tin of finely chopped tomatoes, along with 2 tablespoons of tomato puree or paste if you're in the US, a teaspoon of dried thyme, a teaspoon of light brown sugar, and a crumbled beef stock cube. Then we're going to pour over 600 ml, which is about 2½ cups of just boiled water. Now stir all that together and bring it to the boil. Make a bit of a space in the pan, and then we're going to add in 200 grams, which is about 7 ounces, of dried spaghetti. So we want to make sure that all that pasta is covered in the liquid, and then we're going to place a lid on top and cook that for about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll give it a stir a couple of times during cooking. You can also add an extra splash of water if it's starting to look a bit dry. Now cooking the pasta in this way means that the pasta absorbs all that beautiful sauce, so you get a really delicious flavour to go with those meatballs. Once that spaghetti is perfectly cooked, then divide between 4 bowls and top with those juicy meatballs. I love to finish these meatballs off with a sprinkling of parmesan and some fresh parsley. And there you go, there's my 1 pan spaghetti and meatballs. Those meatballs are lovely and juicy from being cooked in the sauce. I know the kids are gonna absolutely devour these. And if you're looking for some more quick and easy meals, then check them out here. See you next time.